Okay, so section 20D, we're talking about mean, median, and range. And we're just going to go through and talk about how to find each one of those. And these are all things that you've seen before. Okay? So, when you're talking about median simply means the number that's where?
In the middle.
In the middle. So, median simply means the number in the middle. Well, that's fine when you have an odd set of numbers. But if you have an even set, there is no number in the middle. So what do I need to do in order to find the median when there is no number in the middle?
Calculate the two numbers in the middle.
Take the two numbers in the middle and we find the mean of them.
Yes.
Add them together and divide by 2. Okay? So median simply means the middle value, but they must be arranged in order of size. So the numbers must be in order. If they're not in order, then you cannot find the median. Okay? Now, so for here, for example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 numbers, right? So there is a number in the middle if it's an odd set. The number in the middle in this case is the 5. There's just as many numbers on the outside as there on the both sides of them, and that's the number in the middle. So the median is 5. But here, we have an even set of numbers. So there are 2 numbers in the middle, 6 and 8. So what we do is simply add the 2 together and divide by 2, which gives us a median of 7. Many, many, many times this is going to turn out to be a decimal, and that's fine. Okay, because not every number will divide evenly by 2, right? So that's perfectly fine. What decimal are you always going to get? Anybody think?
0.5.
If I'm always divided by 2, it's always going to be 0.5. Yeah. Good. Okay?
No way.
Now, so you've seen median plenty of times. One you've seen even more than median is the mean. Mean, mean is the same. This is the one we usually think of when we think of the word average, where you simply add up all the numbers and divide by the number of values that you had, right? So this one we usually call it average, but all of these are averages. They're actually called measures of central tendency. They're talking about things that happen in the middle, the ones that we've been talking about. So the mean is something that you're very familiar with. And remember, it's just the sum of the values divided by the number of values, right? So sum always means you're doing what? Adding them up. So you're just going to add them all up, divide by how many you have. Yeah? Seen that plenty of time. And then finally, the last one is the range. Could not be easier. Exactly. You're simply going to find the largest number and the smallest number and do what with them? Simply subtract them, yes. So the range is simply, the largest value minus the smallest value equals the range. Now you have to be careful because if you get them backwards, you're going to get a negative number and range can't be negative. All right, so those are just three more values that you're going to do to be able to calculate, and you have homework on those, so it makes it pretty easy. We'll do some repetition.